All right, I'm ready.
This is the dumbest podcast ever.
No.
No, it hasn't even started yet, and it's going to be the greatest ever made.
TEJD. There we go.
Is that camera crooked? Look at that crap.
Dang.
The camera's definitely crooked, bro.
Right, you want me to...
Definitely. Gosh dang. No, just leave it.
Bro. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we're keeping all of this.
Did we record that?
Everything's recording, so we're keeping
so.
that in there for sure.
Yeah.
Did you turn off the red light on that camera so you can see?
Oh, maybe it has like a setting.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, let me make sure it's recording. As long as it's recording. TEJ, probably. He got to turn down. He's got to.
Yeah. Just joking.
Throwing everything off that gosh dang stupid guitar. It's the worst idea is to put the guitar behind Rafi. Just gonna pick it up in the middle of the thing. So I've been working on.
I put the guitar there for a.
I know. You didn't have to.
Moved it.
Focus.
Hey, I'm focused now.
All right.
See, I put that shoe there.
Oh, that's a great stand too. Yeah.
TE.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my middle name.
That's what mine.
This is my middle name. My middle name. I'm not singing that note anymore. So I'm singing this note. And this is the most amazing song. I'm making it up. As I
Don't quit switching notes because we're trying to get our note. We're trying to learn our note.
Hello, everyone. I'm Hen.
I'm Raph.
And I'm Dave.
And together we are TEJD. Oh, hey.
That was actually good.
What the heck? Oh, it just took us 50 practices.
It's just rehearsal.
Another first attempt, everyone. Don't listen to these.
Yeah, this is the first time we ever tried it together.
Yeah.
In this setting. But yeah, so what's up, bros?
Hello, brothers.
This is the Experimental Network podcast.
Yeah.
And
experimental.
This is I feel like it just needs to happen now. The accent, that is.
Oh,
put on your
like automatically
puller
play to an accent.
Wow.
It's like I can't be in front of a mic without being a goofball.
What is this feeling?
He's like, Raffy.
Rough.
You don't know me.
It was Uzi.
So that's what we're trying to figure out our accents for this.
This is a brand new chapter that we've never done before, so it's kind of awkward for all of us.
I'm not awkward.
Oh, definitely not, bro.
That's what the coolest person says.
Only the coolest nerd would say that they're not awkward.
I'm just trying to adjust my microphone.
Oh, yeah. Good job there, bro.
This is beautiful.
But I'm glad that we get an opportunity to do this, like, for real, because, I mean, it's been years since we've been talking about just all our stupid ideas. And
I have a lot of those.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
Me mainly, a lot of stupid ideas that never worked.
It's not just you, it's literally all of us. Every creative person is a bountiful of stupid ideas.
Bountiful.
You mean it's not only about me? Like, I'm not the only creative that feels that way? What the heck?
I don't think so.
What?
At least not me.
At least not you. But if you guys don't know who we are, I mean,
that's good.
That's probably a good.
You probably shouldn't keep it. You just keep it that way, and it'll be cool. But we're the Experimental Jazz Dudes, and we're just here to talk about crap, pretty much, right?
Yeah. So why are we called the Experimental Jazz Dudes? Because we don't play jazz.
We're not actually jazz musicians at all.
I mean, when I play wrong notes,
as you can tell,
it's real jazz.
Yeah. No, that's the trick.
That's what they say.
The bad notes are actually it makes every jazz musician go
jazzy.
Ooh,
I like that one.
Ooh, that's jazzy.
But our dad, we had a lot to do with it had a lot to do with our upbringing.
Green screen behind him. That's what it is.
We're actually playing some of our childhood memories. If you guys look at the screen.
Look. Beautiful.
Look at that.
Isn't it cool?
Wow, there's me riding a tricycle.
That's me in South Carolina.
And there's me in the snow.
In the snow. David's making a snow angel.
David loves snow.
Yeah. Such a precious child he is.
Beloved.
There's probably nothing playing on the green screen. But anyway,
we'll get it on there.
Definitely gonna add stuff in there.
There's gonna be a lot of posts needed.
Yeah, that's fine.
All the cameras are just completely, top of the line, experimental equipment. Yeah.
This is an experimental podcast, so we're going to experiment.
This whole thing is an experiment.
That's right.
So if anything drops off, thankfully we're not live. I mean,
right.
That would suck.
We have the power of technology.
What's cool about this as well is that we are live right now.
We are alive.
We are alive.
Yes.
Wow, brother.
We're grateful.
Gosh, dang it.
We are grateful.
What a
life.
What is it? What a deep,
profound
thought
concept, construct of social things in our brain.
Yeah, that's good. Let's keep up those thoughts.
Yeah, can we keep going deeper
together?
Keep up those deep thoughts, brother.
So when we're alive and doing things in the now, that is live for A.
Yeah, A
right
as before B.
Alive, right? A live B
video.
Oh no, B for 3, 2, 1, go.
Amen.
Go.
Yeah, we just nailed it, man. Man, we're off to a great start, guys. Thanks for joining. If you're just watching the show,
T-E-J. I think it's an E.
Oh, you found it finally.
T-E.
Oh, it's actually an E. All right. Anyway, we're not going back to that again. So what are some of the things I think, like, why we should talk to people? Like, what are some of the things that drew us into wanting to even venture into this area?
What is talking? Let's talk about.
No, we're not. Shut up,
bro. No, too deep. This is not a time to be
not breaking down the subject of talking.
Vibration,
bro. We're definitely not qualified to talk about
vibration. Something from your spiritual soul.
Who do you think you are? Like,
you don't know me.
We talk about what we know. And we don't know a lot. Crap.
I know you, and you know me.
Concise.
There's nothing you can do to stop me.
Oh, bro. All right, you Jason Statham. Yeah. But I don't know. I think what drew me into music was, of course, our upbringing. A lot of it had to do with our dad. Like dad always he would set up stuff and he would have guitars. We actually have one of the mixing consoles in here, that little stupid realistic 4-channel mixer. And mixer. It's a mixer, and it mixes things, but the first mic was nothing like this. It was like a Walmart mic. I think it was like a Walmart mic.
Wally World mic.
The Radio Shack little plug-in things, right? Yeah.
I remember that.
Shout out to Radio Shack. Yeah. Because they're no longer around.
Not there anymore.
Wow.
So I think we can get away with
sponsored by Radio Shack.
Yeah, this
it's
message
the only
is brought
sponsor
to you
we
by...
could get.
It's the only one that we could afford. Gosh dang it.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, but I think starting out like simple, like really helped me to kind of appreciate the little things. Like one of the things that I really liked
was what you had.
Yeah, I mean, I had cassette tapes. I still got some of those cassette tapes in there. And on the cassettes, it's literally, you just push, you don't see what's happening, the little thing is just spinning, but then you can't really start over, it's just like forever etched,
Right.
And
no gain structure, it's just like, go do it,
It was fun. That was like a lot of fun, just like learning how to experiment with sound in general.
Yeah. You were the first one that really got into that and kind of brought us into that as well.
Really?
Because, we didn't, of course, with
you were 9 years ahead of us in life.
Right. You had that much more experience
9 years?
Plus experience.
Well, I'm
ahead of him, right?
I'm 30. I'm 30.
92.
How old are you?
39, bro.
So 9 years, I'm 30.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah.
I thought it was 8.
No, dude.
I waited for 8 years, and then you came on the
9th
year.
Number
9? He came on the 9th year.
That's deep.
Dang. But yeah, I mean, because it was kind of, I always wanted somebody to like have to like share with that, like just to, because dad, I was watching him most of the time, so he didn't really know how to like teach theory or anything like that.
Right.
So it was just more of just experimenting the whole time. We were just like messing around, and then we would play, you know, thinking about like some of our role models in music and like how did they influence us. Mm-hmm. The Beatles had a big impact.
Yeah.
At least on me. Stupid mic keeps like running away from me. Stay here. I'm gonna grip you. Yeah, fixing.
I have no idea what's
piece
spinning.
Of crap.
What is spinning?
some high tech engineering right here, bro.
Why is it spinning,
bro?
Oh, it's inside.
Here, there it is.
Yeah, nice.
Anyway, aside from all the distractions, the like the Beatles had a big impact for sure. I think the
funk, jazz.
I mean, Dave Brubeck, like a lot of these older musicians that are no longer around. Dad would just like play records. So he had a bunch of records.
Yeah.
And so then he would just play, like a bunch of artists that I had never heard before. And then gospel, you know, Andre Crouch.
Right.
We'd listen to Oh Happy Day and a bunch of like the original gospel songs and stuff like that.
Right.
Mom would sing too,
Classics.
you know. He'd have random people come over to the house sometimes. Like, remember Bob Jacobs, guy from.
I was not conscious or aware of life at that point.
Remember before you even a conceptual.
I was
being?
1 in 6 months or something.
Before you were a conceptual being, you remember that, bro?
Nope. I do remember him a bit.
That's right. He actually. So there was Kwame Dawes. He was the Jamaican artist.
Wasn't Bob in
Bob
group?
and Emma.
Yeah, wasn't he in a group that sang on Ed Sullivan?
Yeah, so there was a group called the Rays.
Right.
And the Rays were they had, what was it?
The Railroads, what was that song?
Silhouettes.
The Silhouettes.
So it was a song called Silhouettes, and he was one of the backup singers. Took a walk and past your house late last night. All the shades were pulled and drawn way down tight.
Oh, I don't know.
Way down sight.
Yeah.
Way down sight.
Bro, but that was like the first song that he that like Dad was just really excited to hear because it was like a historical figure. It's like, oh, this guy went on one of my favorite shows back in the day. And it was cool to be able to like learn, and you know, he's telling stories and
to have that association with like, oh, this is attainable with someone that we know personally. It's like not just like a far shot kind of dream that we can't grasp. It's like, oh, this is real. Like you can do this too. Like I always remember that. Like it was real to me. Like, oh, my family knows someone that was there, and we're watching him now, like 50 years later. It's like, wow. That's
like one of the greatest feelings, I think, it kind of affirms like your feelings and like your dreams and like you said, thoughts. It's just like, oh, that's not as far away as I thought it was. Right. You know,
until you actually start to do it and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This is the hardest, most unattainable.
This is the worst idea ever invented. Yeah. This is why is it so hard to get people to.
Who told me I could do this?
Yeah. Who gave me this idea? Thanks, God.
I guess I had a different experience because I just never wanted to really be famous in music.
Why do you think that?
Why do I think that? I wanted to be like a professional baseball player. That's why. Wanted to be
famous in baseball.
I wanted to like play professional things. I don't know. I wanted to play baseball. I just wanted to play baseball, and the highest level was professional. So I just wanted to be the best at that.
Well, sports I think was also drilled in. So that was the weird part about our upbringing was we had because Dad was multifaceted in those kinds of areas in the creative arts, like drawing and stuff. All of us can pretty much, I mean, we can all draw.
I'm really good at stick figures.
Oh, yeah? He's like a professional.
I draw a lot of angles. I'm like, this is a hip hinge when you go for a deadlift in an exercise.
It's like obtuse angles, very sharp and strong features.
Greater than symbol. Here's your leg.
Is it a protractor? Are you like a protractor master?
You got really good at using your rulers and junk. But I always had, because I would just same thing. I would just study. I would just watch Dad or whoever, even Mom. Like she liked to just create. Like she would sing and she would do little art too.
She'd write stories too.
She's a poet.
Oh yeah.
Mom was
color in those
children's books and stuff too. Yeah,
kids books.
She used the typewriter. I remember her using her first fingers.
That's all she could do. real slow.
Oh, when they first got that computer,
she was good though.
She like struggling with that. She's still like
she's figuring it out.
I don't know.
Yeah. Now we got the phone.
Then we got the phone.
The phones were the worst invention. Like
the best
and the
worst.
Best invention.
The best and the worst invention to all of humanity.
Yeah.
Like it stirred us off. But I appreciate the upbringing because of the closeness.
A lot of creative influence.
A lot of creative influence, and the outside ones, the
not
ones
a lot of stifling either.
Right. There's encouragement.
There's a lot of encouragement there.
Yeah. The freedom to be able to choose and to see what we wanted to be, because Dad was a nurse, a registered nurse, RN. And
registered nerd.
A registered nerd.
Let's explain the nerd concept, because this is gonna get
what is it about
real
nerds,
deep.
man? People are gonna hear these references.
We call
and
each
phrases.
other nerds for many reasons.
Oh, what's your reason?
Well,
well, is this your
well,
word?
I think nerds,
Gosh, dang,
nerds in this
thank you.
in the concept. I'm not gonna give a definition. I have no idea really what
The nerd
the
is
true definition.
Well,
of a
I have a
nerd is.
definition of what a nerd is.
The true definition of
You
a nerd.
are a nerd.
You are looking.
That is
Take
what
a
a
look,
nerd is.
everybody.
This is him.
If you haven't
Hang on.
seen a nerd, here's
Hang
a
on.
couple of them right here.
Hang on. Here, watch this. Keep talking.
There's a third nerd right there.
A third nerd. A third nerd.
Third nerd.
You
Well, I think
always-
we used nerd as like a substitute for many things. Like you're a whatever, but you can use nerd and it doesn't like give a derogatory.
It doesn't
stance.
sting as bad.
It doesn't sting as bad, but it gives you a sense of like almost like a name calling type of sting.
It's a nice little jest.
It's a nice gesture.
Little ribbing. Is that what they
Little
call it?
ribbing. Is that
Little
a thing? On
ribbing.
your ribbies? On your ribbers? I don't know. Anyway, master nerd is the highest
Don't worry about
is
that
the
one.
highest level of nerd. So whenever someone does something really funny or really stupid or really like
Extra over the top.
extraordinary, over the top, and we call each other or somebody else a master nerd.
Yeah.
And you're a master at your craft as well.
You are a master at the
You are a
nerd.
master at, yeah.
So that's the secret. That is the secret to the universe. is
To be
when
a-
you become a master.
A master nerd.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yo, but I
Working on that.
I think with our upbringing and the way that we are, it's just a free form of expression to be able to like not really worry so much, because I always worried about, oh, am I doing this right, or is this like the proper way to express myself? Someone's gonna make fun of me. I got made fun of a lot. I don't know about y'all, but like, did y'all get made fun of?
Not really.
No.
It was funny whenever Henry walked up to our Auntie Ann. We're in Florida right now, and we went over to her house. And as soon as Henry walks in, she just starts crying and laughing at the same time.
Like, what does that
Just
even
like,
mean?
just look at him.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing at me?
Instantly laugh, cry.
Do I look like dumb
It
or
was kinda
something?
funny.
Like what is
He's like, I don't know what to do with this. I love you.
It's just an outburst of emotion.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Bro.
Definitely bring that out in people.
Oh,
Let's
yeah?
see.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that are you joking or are you being serious?
I mean,
you bring it out.
happened. It literally
Literally
happened.
just-
So I don't.
it did
Bring
manifest.
that out. I think you've achieved master nerd level.
Master
in-
nerddom.
Is this the master nerd moment?
This is what a master nerd
This
looks
is the
like.
demonstration of what you
It
guys were
takes a
just
little
talking
more, about 9 years more than me.
about.
to
There goes
reach.
the 9.
Wait, 9 more years.
Number 9?
You right?
I finally figured it out, bro.
Oh, that's what he was talking about.
But I'm like I don't know. I've always wanted to share that with my family and be able to have like, I don't know, like creative outburst of whatever and be able to share that like with your family. I think that's like so important.
Yeah.
To do things creatively together, it's even more strong and can be bigger than just your vision.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, but what if we did? And if you're all in similar mind, it's like, okay, well, try this. Oh, well, what about this? What if we do this instead? And
Yeah.
if you're without ego or without,
Ego.
ego, let go my ego.
Let go my ego.
Let go my
If you're
ego.
without, your sense of grabbing and taking hold of this is my project and this is my idea and vision, then you can be more free, and then the creativity comes more free with that freedom. You know, it flows easier. So
we get inspired, I think, by each other too. I remember being inspired early on, watching Dad and Henry play like different instruments and like recording stuff. I didn't know what was really going on, but I remember sitting in our first house in South Carolina, and they were recording, I think what was that? It
was a Plastic Shoes album. Copying off the Beatles' Rubber Soul,
right? And I remember y'all playing some of those songs, and I remember trying to like beat like a empty Lego box or something. You're like, be quiet.
You're like,
but stop it, Rafi.
Right.
Yeah. Shut up, Rafi.
You're like, I'm so inspired.
But I remember
I don't know what to do. I just want to play the drums too.
The bottom of it.
Yeah, you're like, what are you doing?
Run into a wall.
This is an album. No, there was this.
That was my first experience of drumming, wanting to be in marching band.
Oh, that's the drum beat everyone did, bro.
Pots and pans, you know, all of that stuff.
I actually
jazz,
appreciate
all that
those.
jazz.
I appreciate all that jazz, bro, because it was like part of the impact, which I didn't even know what this is for or anything. It's just I would try to hear things and then capture them because they got me this little camcorder. It was like a little mini recorder thing, and you could hold the mic out so the mic could detach, and then you put the cassette tape into it. And I don't know where, I think Dad got it for me or Mom got it for me for a birthday or something. And it was like 60 minutes or 30 minute, whatever the cassette tape length was. And they say, go record. So I would just copy what I saw on TV. So like Wheel of Fortune or
That's funny.
What was it? The news, WIS News.
This is Henry Pullitz reporting live from WIS News TV
from
10.
The toilet.
Yeah, from my crapper. And I'm gonna tell you what happened today. What is it? And you know, just capturing life. You know, I think that's the funnest part. Is
it's a great introduction for a kiddo. I think that's excellent for people.
Give them something that they can create with and just let them be free. You know, and they'll come up with their own if they want to. You know, like if they're interested in that. You know, I think that's important. You find what their interest is if they're young or, you know, interested in something, and then you're able to like, okay, here's that. You don't have to tell them to do it this way and do it right, because then it makes it not fun, you know. Whenever you lay a bunch of rules and predisposition and all that stuff on there, it loses
the creativity,
right? The freedom of it is what should it be.
There's a time and a place for that,
right?
And the creativity should not be suppressed early on,
right? Especially early on.
People turn on it later. I've seen. I don't know what example I can give.
Turn on what?
Like turn on music. Like they start out just like super rigid, like form. You know, like very. It can. I'm not saying that not everybody does that.
In some cases,
in some cases, you know, it's like, oh, I hate music. I did it like since I was 2.
Right.
You know, sometimes I wish I did it from 2, but sometimes
and they could be really good too.
It
like
could
super
be really
talented.
Good. It could be like, and they saw that early on.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
it became
prodigies.
a chore for them, as they didn't have any fun with it because it's just like, you must play piano for 10 years, 10 hours for 10 years, okay? Shut up.
Right.
And it's like drilled into them as a child. So it's like, oh, okay,
right.
I don't have an opportunity or option to explore if I wanted to. That waveform was super loud.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Good job. I knew you would yell. I literally told him.
He called it
wavy.
He's like, just wait for it.
No, that's
Do I need to speak loud into mic? Oh yeah.
There we go. I
need to talk up more.
Yeah.
I will talk like you
now.
just
talk really close to it as well.
Oh, I just need to
like radio.
What accent is that, bro? That's a great one.
That was a very good one.
So we just do a bunch of ASMR and stuff. Or?
No.
This is why we can usually never get anything done, because then we just go on these.
Even stand for?
Whoa, that is a great question. Should we fact check? How does Joe do it?
It's a person.
Hey,
Jamie. Yeah, you guys don't even listen to podcasts.
I don't even.
None of these guys listen to podcasts. So I'm just letting them try it.
This
I'm
is
like,
the
all right,
experimental.
I'll observe. I'll observe. So I'll let the kids be free and have their freedom, you know.
Creativity. That's what
I'm
we
a
were
great
just.
podcaster.
Although I'm the youngest, I feel the
good
oldest,
thing.
and
It's a
I'll
good
let
thing
the
I brought
children
my
have their
working
freedom.
gloves.
So you're a master.
So we
aren't
can
I'm
you?
a
get
master
down to
at
business.
podcasting.
Okay.
I brought these yellow working gloves that my brother gave me.
Tell us the story about your brother. What happened?
Oh, my brother's still with us.
That's awesome.
That's good.
It's that one.
What the
Thanks. Good story. Yeah.
This message is brought to you by ADD.
ADD.
So these are like some Ronald McDonald gardening
They
gloves.
do look like Ronald McDonald
what the
gloves.
heck?
They're bright yellow. I
Why are
don't
they
even
so
know
bright?
what type of leather is yellow.
This is a leather yellow, bro.
Cow
Cow
leather,
is
and then they
yellow?
stain it.
It's stained yellow, bro.
So all my vegan friends out there, I did not know that these were
I
cow.
apologize on behalf.
These were made
For all
before
my
I
vegan
was.
friends, get over it.
Yeah. He doesn't mean it like that.
Bro, how many steaks do we have this
Oh
weekend?
my gosh.
Yeah, that's the only thing we should be apologizing for.
What do
is
you guys
how
want to
many
eat this weekend?
Oh, what? You never heard of taps?
So remember we were talking about jazz before.
That was very jazzy. That last
That
chord.
excited me immensely.
Oh my. That's pretty good.
What about taps?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a burial song. So that's why it counts. Anyway,
What are you burying?
cows.
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 Oh.
In honor of all the cows.
In honor of all cattle out
Let's
there.
bang on this table where my mic is.
What a deep what a deep story.
Cops.
So like going back to our
That's a Drake and Josh reference.
nice one, bro. Speaking
Shout
of Drake.
out to Drake.
Shout out to Drake and
No,
Josh.
don't shout out Drake.
I'm sorry.
He's a pedophile.
I didn't know that. Don't
Shout
say
out to
that out
Drake.
loud. I don't know any
He's
of
a
those.
See, bro. We see what you're doing out there, bro.
Yeah, don't keep that up. All right, yeah.
Don't keep that
the
up.
heck
We
is
see it,
going
bro.
on?
That's why.
I didn't even know.
You didn't see it.
It wasn't in the reference was not even any of them. It was just a TV show.
Rafi
name.
doesn't keep up on any
Keep up with current
To the
events.
television
current events. He doesn't
series.
know what's going on politically,
This week
socially.
on
I am
Fox News.
focused.
Rafi
See these
is work-
gloves. This
He's
represents.
a working man.
He's too busy working,
man.
tending the Ronald McDonald Fields of Seattle, Washington.
People's bodies, tending people's bodies.
exercising bodies.
Oh yeah, every family member's like, "Oh, my hand, it hurts." Can you?
God bless you.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
See how we can see
Bless you,
your
sir.
thumb joint goes in this many directions.
And tell me about it. Yeah,
And your first finger.
like they don't care.
touch
Like
your fingertip.
They're
they
all
just want him to
listening.
rub it. They're like, "Yeah, okay."
Okay. Oh.
He's like, how does
Make
it
that
work
feel
again?
better.
Oh.
Make
He's-
that
I love it, man. I tell you what, it changes people's lives.
Bro,
It's changed my life.
gosh dang right.
Exercise.
That's good.
I wait. So
And I still walk around and I'm like, pop, pop. My toes, you can hear me walking
Oh, that
down
was
the
cool.
hall.
See that?
Like at nighttime, everything's popping. I can't sneak around at nighttime. I'm going to
I thought that
midnight
was a bad
snacks.
thing.
It's like
Hey,
what was that,
that's
Mr. Machine? The
Thank
Mr.
you.
Machine thing? Where
Mr.
like,
Machine.
Oh, that thing- so the story, this Mr. Machine story is another childhood memory.
Yeah.
Going back to like one of his presents that his dad gave him, and it was just it was like a robot that you just wind up. It had one of those huge.
Oh yeah, silver bow tie looking
Yeah.
wind up thing.
We'll put a photo of it on the green screen.
Yeah, so this is the Mr.
See
Machine
that?
here.
Wow.
And as he walks, you see how his mouth opens and so it would like grind the gears together and it would like talk, but all it was doing was just like grinding metal. So it'd be like something like weird like that. And then oh yeah, we got a bunch of soundboard effects playing. There you go. Good job. Got our own custom sound check. Man, we're so good at this.
Amazing.
I'm so glad that we decided to do this together.
So what's the second point?
So the second
Oh
point.
dang, there's 45 points on here.
The first one was Nail That Harmony.
Nailed it.
We
Check that one off.
nailed it.
Definitely nailed.
All right, great job,
Nailed
guys.
it.
Awesome job.
Thanks for listening to the Experimental Network podcast. For more information, visit TEJDproductions.com.